Everybody, it's Dave again, your go-to guy for politics, and I want to talk about three ideas today. First, return a little bit to Brexit. It's Brexit related, and Theresa May, remember that name, and campaigns, political campaigns. So let's start with who is Theresa May. Theresa May was the Home Secretary in the government of Great Britain. Now, I only recently found out that a Home Secretary is one of the four most powerful positions in the government of Great Britain. So she's a power player. And 3 weeks ago, I didn't know who she was. 3 weeks ago, she decided to campaign to become the Prime Minister. And in 3 weeks period, she announced she beat two of her opponents, and she's going to be appointed Prime Minister probably today. So that's who Theresa May is. One of her critics referred to her as a bloody difficult woman. Now, if that happened in this country, of course we'd be running around screaming sexism and setting our hair on fire, but she thought of it as a compliment. And she even lauded it in a reference that I won't bore you with, but just the difference in the way they do things. So, campaigns. 3 weeks, announcement, defeat two opponents, become Prime Minister. In the United States, let's see, the elections will be in November, and so the campaign for the presidential election of 2020 will probably begin shortly after that. So we have now 4-year campaigns for president, and Great Britain managed to do the Prime Minister in 3 weeks. Makes it look good, doesn't it? So, don't get me wrong. I understand that, she was not elected by the people yet. She was elected by her party, or chosen by her party, and there will be an election down the road. In the United States, our system is different, but not completely different. We could have and have had a president who was never elected to office of presidency. Gerald Ford was appointed to become vice president under Nixon, and when Nixon resigned, Gerald Ford became president. So it can happen. We also have a succession series. So if the president should, for whatever reason, leave the office, the vice president steps in. If that president leaves, the Speaker of the House steps in. So we have a succession. Anyway, it can happen. But 3 weeks compared to 4 years makes Great Britain look awfully good. And that's it for now. Thanks.